Hello, I am Raimi. I am a rising sophomore at the St. Anne's High School, and this is my starter project, the TV Be Gone. So what it's supposed to do is any TV in the area will either, if it's on, be turned off when you click the button, or if it's off, turn on. So let's see how it works. First it's important to know what any remote does when talking to a TV. So how it works is it uses infrared light, which is crazy because there's infrared light all around us. The sun emits a ton of it. So how it works is that there are sensors on the TV, and the remote sends certain codes to those sensors using infrared light, and those sensors are programmed to ignore all the other infrared light and just, when it gets those codes, know what function to do. And that's pretty awesome. And the TV Be Gone is very similar. So rather than having a ton of buttons like a volume button or whatever, it just has an on and off, but for a ton of different TVs, so a ton of different codes. And so when you press the button, it shoots out a ton of different light pulses, and hopefully it hits the right one for the TV you're trying to turn off. So how does it even get these LEDs to shoot infrared light? Well, that's why we have to see inside the circuit. We have a microcontroller. The microcontroller basically has all the code in it, and that code has all the pulses and times, all that programming for when the light should go off, all those different codes. So it's like a little computer on the board. It's very important. Next is the oscillator. The oscillator basically takes that time that the microcontroller is going on, those pulses, and it syncs the whole board to it. So everyone's working on the same clock at the same rate. And then you have 5 transistors. So these 4 transistors are like switches, so they turn on and off the LEDs when the microcontroller wants them to. But this one is like a switch for the whole transistor LED system. So it lets any current go in there at all. That transistor has to be open. Next, there are just 2 capacitors that, like, if there's any other particles, currents in the area, it will save those as like an energy saver. And there's the button, which is talking to that transistor to let everything work. So that is how TV Be Gone operates.